From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he starts us off with a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Lawrence looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. He can call himself. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Screen here for Smith. He dodged the tackle. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. The first carry now, Brashon Smith. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Dax Hill up for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Throw, 3rd and long. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down
throw, Mahomes. That's brought in. It's his back, Brashon Smith. And he's taken down at the 30. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Smith again. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. Shoots away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
Third and long for him here. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First down throw, Lawrence. That one's complete, right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. First carry now, this is Bashal Tutu. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Trying it right side with Etienne. This is going to be down. It looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Lawrence with it on first. Completed left side to Thomas. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
From the pistol, they're going to run with Etienne. It's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Second down now, 7 to go. Lawrence working from the gun. Copy the goal line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Tootin does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. They go to him again. And this is stopped behind the line as well.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
They've gone the wrong way twice. Need to make up that distance and more. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence escapes the pocket. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
They want the touchdown on 4th and goal. They're going for it from the 3. They're going to try to throw for it. And the defender comes away with it. And the Chiefs will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Intercepted. It's a turnover.
At 2:01, this is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking slant route, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line.
9-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This is a heater going deep. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Jaguars 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tootin now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Here comes the screen for ETN. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Out of the gun, Lawrence escapes the pocket. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look at the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Takes it in at the 26. He runs it up to midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. It's Mahomes. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. It's his running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
So rather than try a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for this. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from the 32.
1st and 10 at the
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Left side, it's caught by Rice. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 7.
Inside the red zone. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Tootin now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. He's got him. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him. It ends with a touchdown. On is Little for the extra point. And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. A lot of space ahead. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out at halftime. Butker to try the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. Didn't do it there.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Completed over the middle. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. We're going for this. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing on 1st down. Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. Made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Makes the catch. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Jaguars 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. Makes the tackle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. And he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Now Lawrence. Trying for the deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Jacksonville. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the third.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars get it back to a 14-point game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down.
That's going to be in play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
He's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This one's caught. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense. Bring up fourth down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up fourth down and 1.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Going on fourth. Here's Lawrence. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
This gets up past the 20. There he goes again. This is across midfield and into enemy territory. Working quickly here.
53 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Austin. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Looking quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up second and 1 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Lawrence working from the gun. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Back to the air, Lawrence. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Jaguar football, but this late, that lead, likely too much for them to overcome. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Low right side, caught by Thomas. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Jaguar first down.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting them into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
13 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
First down throw, Lawrence. Forced out to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Complete out to the right side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. And goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up third and 2.
On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. Got his man, Thomas has it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Flushed out of the pocket. Ball's out, he lost it. And they scoop it up, they can still run with it. And Jacksonville makes a house call, touchdown. The Jaguars picked up the fumble and ran it home. On his Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars get it back to a 14-point game. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And the Chiefs cover up the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, it kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks in there.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Now the defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
First down, Kansas City. From the gun, here's a handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs nearing their 15th win this season. First down run netted them nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back-to-back carries here. They scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Another carry for it. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. It's a 39-yarder. Butker knocks it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. He finds a man. That's cut. He's brought down. What a surprise with a double pass there. Gets him a first down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds him on the slant. He has room past the 25. Again, he's got room. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB,
Yeah.
and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
36.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. Has a hole left, room to run. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Mahomes throwing for 2. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for the 2-point conversion.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Trying to push deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Lawrence. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.